content will be accessible to them while they're on the go. BV Mobile Apps also makes apps for bloggers, actors, and producers. The process only takes about 20 minutes. Just go to bvmobileapps.com and click Get Started Now. That's bvmobileapps.com and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Doug Stewart here to tell you about my man Smooth at smoothtickets.com. Smooth's got the tickets for everything that you need in the world of sports, concerts, or theater. I don't care what it is. I don't care where it's at in this great land of ours. My man Smooth at smoothtickets.com, he got them tickets. I'm telling you, boxing, baseball, NBA, NFL, country music concerts, hard rock, hip-hop, theater, Broadway. He's got them all. And if he don't have them, there ain't none. I'm telling you, smoothtickets.com. Once again, that's smoothtickets.com, or give him a call at 404-374-1150. Once again, that's 404-374-1150. You got to tell him, though, that I sent you. You got to tell them that Doug Stewart sent you. Once again, smoothtickets.com. That's smoothtickets.com. Yeah!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt, specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Hey, what's happening, shouting? The king back. I know y'all miss a pimp, right? Yeah, but dig, there's been a lot of hate going on, okay? So let me holler at you something. First of all, look at here, dog. You might have seen me in the street, but shouting, you don't know me. When you holler, when you speak, remember you don't know me. Save all the hating and the popping, pimping, you don't know me. Quit telling people you my partner, listen, you don't know me. Don't be a groupie, keep it moving, shouting, you don't know me.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show, brought to you by FireFan.com. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. I didn't even mention at the top of the show, which I should have. Today, immediately following this show, we've got the Kicking It with Kesey show. Yeah. Yeah. A discussion on life after the elections. Yeah, my man Kesey gonna get to that today. What you gonna do? Roll over and die? No, you're gonna be resilient. My man Kesey's gonna get into that conversation today on the Kicking It with Kesey show, immediately following this show at 12 p.m. Eastern time today, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yeah. 404-382-0338. I was talking about the Giants-Bengals game last night. Check this out. Eli Manning and Andy Dalton are not exactly excellent, taking excellent care of the football recently. Among the 27 quarterbacks that have thrown at least 2,500 passes since Manning entered the league back in 2004, they rank 18th, Andy Dalton, and 24th, Peyton Manning, in interception percentage, respectively. So these cats, man, Andy Dalton, and this is kind of like two of the catalysts for this this rhetoric that I always throw out there about how bad quarterback play is today in football, and how you can be average, mediocre, average to below average and still get paid. and classic examples of this right now. And Eli Manning's got 2 Super Bowls. But Eli Manning, kind of like Tony Romo, kind of like Brett Favre, will lose you a game just as fast as he'll win you one. It's like one of those wonders of the world, like the 8th or 9th wonder of the world, whichever one is next. How Eli Manning has 2 Super Bowl championships, man. The play, a lot of times this play is just suspect as hell. Cincinnati is 3-5-1 now, and it's going to be tough for them to get a wild card in the AFC. The saving grace is that the AFC North appears to be winnable, as neither Baltimore nor Pittsburgh has pulled away yet. Speaking of which, the Giants, man, are right there for a wild card spot right now. If the season were over right now, there's still a lot of football left to be played. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. So here are your division leaders right now in the NFC. Let me see if I can pull it up here. So obviously in the NFC East, the Dallas Cowboys, 8-1, best record in football. They definitely have a spot right now. Then in the NFC North, surprisingly, the Detroit Lions lead that division with a 5-4 record, kind of tied with the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings have been struggling over the last 4 games, going 0-4. The NFC South, the Atlanta Falcons holding on with a 6-4 record. Seattle is right now winning the NFC West. They clearly look like the class of that division. So you got Seattle, Atlanta, Detroit, Dallas, if the playoffs were to start right now. And wild cards, the next best team in the NFC record-wise is the New York Football Giants. Damn. And so we'll see what happens. Still a lot of football left to be played, as I said. But the Giants right now are sitting pretty good. If I had to, who's next? Like, who would get the other wild card right now? You got the Vikings with a 5-4 record. Yeah, I think it would be the Vikings right now. Actually tied at the top of the NFC North with the Detroit Lions. Detroit's kind of an interesting story, man. A little bubble played for the Lions, and we always kind of in the back of our mind root subconsciously for the Detroit Lions, and the Lions doing a little something this year. No Calvin Johnson. Your boy Matthew Stafford is seemingly playing better football without having Megatron, which is interesting. And I guess you're forced to throw the ball, around, spread the ball around, and not focusing on one player, like you've done for many, many years if you're Matthew Stafford for the Detroit Lions. And Lions playing decent football. I'm not saying they're going to win a Super Bowl or anything like that. I mean, only a madman would say the Detroit Lions would win a Super Bowl. But they're playing. They're playing better. Let me read some of your messages in the chat room on Spreaker.com. Who do we got here in the chat room on Spreaker.com? From Jay Fish to Microwave, it wouldn't be the Vikings. The Eagles own the head-to-head over them. The Eagles don't have a better record, though, right now. I'm not 100% sure about that. Let me take a look at that. No, the Eagles have a 5-4 record. The Giants right now have a 6-3 record. Or maybe you're talking about the second team. I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Microwave, patty cake, microwave. From Ducking and Dodging, Washington would get the last spot right now. Let's take a look at exactly what you're talking about. The Washington Redskins are 5-3 right now. No, they're 5-3. So obviously, once again, the New York Giants have a spot right now. If this were the wild card, this is just barbershop talk. I mean, hell, they got 8 more games to go, 7 more games to play this season. So the Giants definitely are in. So that second spot is kind of like questionable. The Vikings have a 5-4 record right now in the NFC North. Okay, and there's not another team, behind the division leaders that have just as good or a better record. Philadelphia has a 5-4 record as well. Washington has a 5-3 record right now. They list Washington ahead of Philadelphia right now on this website that I'm looking at. So I don't know. It doesn't even matter. Once again, it's just pie in the sky talk. From Gregory Deuces Wild Harris, might want to rescind your ball award to Mike Evans, Doug. Why? What did Mike Evans do? From that Ninja Casey, they're 5 and they're 4. There's nothing to be sold on. Still reading from the chat room on Spreaker.com. From Grego X Squad, no one cares about Ohio's college, Ninja. He's talking about Ohio State. We're going to talk about here in a second. As a matter of fact, when we get back from the break, we're going to break down. I'm going to break it down for you, Shorty. Let me break it down for you, kind of like we're breaking down what the playoffs will look like right now in the NFL if it were to start today. We're also going to break down what teams have to do, the suspect teams have to do to get into this college football playoff in the very next segment. All right, so stay tuned for that. From Corey, I don't really hate any team, but I root against the Blue Devils, Jayhawks, Patriots, Celtics, and Fighting Irish. Damn, I think I hate all them teams too. Wow. Man, you just reminded me of a couple of teams, man. I had one of them already on there. Right down the Blue Devils and Duke. Yeah, and then the Patriots. You're definitely on there. I'm going to give you my list when we get back from the break, man. The top 5 teams that I hate. I like it. Yeah. Right. Okay. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I'm just making some little notes so I don't forget. So if you're just joining the show, somehow we started. Oh, I know what it was. Because I can't stand the New York Knicks. I really can't stand anything New York sports related. But I'm going to give you my top 5 most hated teams in sports. Not just in football, in sports in general. In sports in general. I'm going to give that to you when we get back from the break. I'll have my list completed by then. Skip it. That's it. That's my list right there. I got it. I got my list for your ass. Yes, sir. Yeah. From Grego X Squad, Eli likes all the teams, just like Vince Wright, so he throws to each opposing team at least twice a game. Exactly. Let's see. You're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. From Dell, Michigan plays Indiana this week. No starters needed. From Gregory Deuces Wild Harris, y'all see on some show on ABC, this lady tried to give Van Jones to take back the white lash comments. What? I know Van Jones wasn't hearing that. Not that ninja. Oh, hell no. Van Jones? Man, that brother's sharp. I mean, there's a lot of sharp brothers on TV. But that Van Jones, man, you better not come at him half-stepping. I'm going to tell you. I got to find out more about that story. From Vince Wright, the Big Smooth. What up, Vince Wright, the Big Smooth? Speaking of which, shouts out to Vince Wright and Reg, a.k.a. Dollars and Cents, yesterday for the Sports and More show. Good stuff. They back after a long hiatus. Good stuff, fellas. Don't forget today, coming on immediately following me, the Kicking It with Kesey show. My man Kesey is going to talk a little bit about the aftermath of this election and what we got to do now, man. We just got to move forward. So you don't want to miss that. Man, I gave you a little bit of bonus top 5 today. When I get back, and I think that most of y'all listening to this show are going to agree with me on my top 5 teams you hate. Yes, sir. Put them in order. Yeah, I'm putting them in order right now. Yeah. Ooh, this is a great list. We'll talk about when we get back. Still paying homage to the great T.I. Don't go away. This is the Doug Stewart Show. What is ID Life? Well, over the last 18 years, a group of scientists and doctors have been working on the development of a one-of-a-kind nutritional supplement program that takes all the guesswork out of what you need and delivers your truly personalized pharmaceutical-grade nutrition with your name on it directly to your door. Through the integration of thousands of medical and scientific studies, answers you provide to the free assessment, and more than 5,470 algorithms that process the data, ID Nutrition recommends what you need, leaves out what you don't, and blocks things known to the system to have possible adverse effects based on the answers you provide. The result is a program that is revolutionizing the health and wellness industry. Welcome to ID Life. For more information, just go